welcome to the general reading for all signs for today, the 31st of March, 2024. Happy Easter if it's something you celebrate. And if not, have a happy Sunday. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. And moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Sarah. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Shirley. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you so much, Shirley. And thank you to everybody for joining us today. Oops, I'm going to move this. It's bumping the camera. Okay, I'm reading today with the Keymaster Tarot. And I'm going to purify with this Poignée d'Essence Verveine. It's a lovely Van. 3 sprays in this room is more than sufficient. You can find links to purchase these products right in the video description of this video on YouTube. And if you are on YouTube on a restream and don't feel like watching me do all this shuffling, you can just use those timestamps right in the video description to get to the reading. If you are on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch, and you can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. Just didn't iron this very well this morning, I don't think. It's a little wrinkly. And this is a little witchy. I think I was doing some oil magic there, so we've got a little witchy stain, but those are kind of magical. Anyway, what was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, if you're watching this, just remember that, well, you are watching this, but if you're watching this and it doesn't seem to apply to you, it's possibly that it's not meant for you. It does go out to a lot of people. So if that happens, you may want to check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. You can find all the most recent tarot readings right on the website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in the main menu. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. On YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation on that platform. We do appreciate your support, and we do appreciate that you're here for this general reading for all signs for today, the 31st of March, 2024. I'm going to give this deck a nice clean cut, and we'll see what's in the cards for everybody today. Let's see what the Easter Bunny's bringing y'all. We've got an Ace of Cups, followed by a Chariot, and then a Judgment card. This is wonderful. Wow. Loving this. So the Judgment card is, first of all, it's important to understand what the Judgment means. Judgment from a metaphysical point of view, from a spiritual point of view, is that infinite intelligence that is the creator of all that is, including you, does judge you constantly. And that God's judgment of you is that you're fabulous, that you're wonderful, and there's nothing you can do to change that. So just understand that. And when you realize how wonderful you are, and you realize how loved you are, things start to change to reflect that. And that's what's going on today. There's a lot of that going on today. And it seems like you're speeding to that today. You're speeding your way to that beautiful judgment of how amazing you are and how loved you are. Now, this Ace of Cups reiterates that whole thing, and it also gives you that indication that you are, that is the source of all what is called prosperity. And prosperity simply means all good, whatever could be good. Sure, it can include money. Of course it can, but it's not limited by money. People think of prosperity and they think of money. It's also good health. It's happiness. It's joy. It's self-expression. It's freedom. It's all that is good. All that is good is that which the Creator creates. Anything that does not look like all that good didn't come from God. It came from some dark part of the human consciousness. So that's not a part of your life today, because you're receiving this judgment. You're receiving the truth about yourself, and you are absolutely fabulous. And the more you recognize that, you realize that's not arrogant to recognize how fabulous I am. I'm not taking personal credit for it, right? Because I didn't create myself. So the way that you can honor that higher power is to recognize how wonderful you are and be grateful for how wonderful you are. Five of Cups, King of Cups, the Fool card. All right. So the Fool likes to wear two hats. Likes to be foolish, silly, trickstery, get himself into all kinds of, or herself, themselves, into all kinds of trouble. And the other hat is pure innocence, always protected. Beginner's luck is a forever thing with the Fool, always landing on their feet. Nothing that they ever do really amounts to anything other than the claiming of their innocence and all of the gifts that come along with that. So just recognize that about yourself. Sure, you've made mistakes. Sure, you've done stupid things. Everybody has. But the universe doesn't hold that against you, nor should you hold it against yourself. You're just an innocent child of the universe, trying to find your way, trying to seek your fortune, doing the best that you can, and you are protected, and you are guided. And it's up to you to accept that protection and accept that guidance and recognize that you can always be one with that guidance. That little dog there that's going to pull you, make sure that you don't go off the edge of a cliff, and that's going to say, oop, go this way, oop, go that way. That guide dog is always there with you. And it's not necessarily a dog, that's just a symbol. That's just a symbol. But that's always there for you, that guidance system within you. And so you can feel safe and comfortable knowing that you're not being held accountable for every mistake you've ever made. Not by infinite intelligence, because what did we discover with this judgment card? Infinite intelligence loves you and thinks you're fabulous and is just so pleased with you at all times, even during the parts of your life where you think that you really messed up. It's not the opinion of infinite intelligence. So all of these old kind of wounds and hurts that either you gave to yourself, the guilts that you are holding about yourself, or the resentments that you're holding about other people, those are ready to be washed away today because they don't have any place in the Fool's heart. The Fool doesn't hold resentments or grudges or grievances or feel guilty about things that they did, nor should you. So infinite intelligence wants you to be a fool today, in the highest sense of what that is, an innocent child, because you are God's gift. When somebody says, what do you think you are, God's gift to the world? You say, yes, I am. Absolutely, I am. And so are you. Right? So that's the attitude of the day today, that the past doesn't have any power here. And who you are is not established by you. It's established by a higher power that adores you, that thinks you're fabulous. And it's time for you to recognize how fabulous you are and how loved you are and how many gifts are available to you at all times. And that's what this King of Cups is. It's the disciplined part of you, because it takes discipline to know that and to not believe all the tricks of the world, not to believe all the stories about yourself that you've come up with or other people have come up with, and also not to believe all the stories about other people that you've come up with and they've come up with. That takes discipline, and that's what this King of Cups is, and that's a spiritual master, and that's who you are. And you can be a disciplined spiritual master and an innocent fool at the same time. And that's what today's all about, is just you keeping that discipline to see yourself as innocent, to see other people as innocent, and to see the love that always exists in every situation, no matter what, because this love is unending. It's like a fountain that never can run dry. And that's or that Dagda, the cauldron of the Dagda, that I couldn't remember the name of it, from the Welsh myth. Right, the cauldron that always is bringing out more food and more food and more food and more food, and it never stops. It never stops creating this never-ending nourishment for the community. And that's who you are at your core. Is you're a never-ending fount of love. Now you have to find it for yourself first, but then you have it there for everybody else. And that's what today is really, the gift of today is bringing you that never-ending love, those never-ending blessings, and understanding that those always have been with you, but you haven't had the eyes to see, but now you do. That's what that line in the Bible, I was blind, but now I see, means. That's all it means. Is that I used to perceive things one way, now I perceive them a different way. Now I see the truth, and I'm not hypnotized by the silliness of this world anymore. I see that behind all of these awful experiences that everybody's talking about and going through, and we don't have anything but compassion for people going through what they're going through, including ourselves, but we recognize that behind all of that there is a love that's existing, and that there is an innocence, and that there is healing available, and that we're speeding our way to that healing. We're speeding our way to that judgment, if you will, because that's what God's judgment is. It's the manifestation of your spell. It's the answering of your prayer, or however you want to, whatever terminology you like. It doesn't matter. That's what God's judgment is. God's judgment when you ask for something is, of course, here, right? Because God understands, and I don't mean God in a patriarchal way. I mean God meaning the infinite power of the universe understands what's good for you. So if you're asking for something, God's smart enough to interpret it into understanding, well, what they mean is, what they mean is they need this need met. They may think that they want this very specific thing, but I understand. I'm not stupid. I can understand what they really need is to have a need fulfilled. So I'm going to fulfill that need for them. So your job as the King of Cups is to accept that, is to keep your mind focused on that, and to allow yourself to receive all of those manifestations, all of them today and every day. Today's just the beginning. That's what an ace is all about. It's a beginning. It's a beginning of a trend for you of receiving all of the answers to your prayers, all of the manifestations that you need, and really recognizing that that's what you deserve, and that's what the infinite wants for you. No matter what, the infinite wants you to be happy, wants you to be have a good life. No matter what's happened before, no matter all the stories, no matter all the reasons that the world's come up with, that why you can't, why you're too old, you're too young, you're too fat, you're too thin, you're a woman, you're a man, you're gay, you're straight, you're trans. We have all these reasons why we can't be happy. Who doesn't have those reasons? Infinite intelligence. Doesn't see those differences, just knows, no, we got this for you, but you have to receive it. And that's what you're doing today. You're having the disciplined mind to receive all those blessings that are your birthright. And that's the innocence of a young child. You're getting to the point where you just don't want to know any better. And that's why you have beginner's luck now, forever and ever and ever, to the extent that you're willing to have that innocence of a child, of just, I know this is going to work out. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't care. I just know it is. I have that amount of faith. I have the same kind of faith that a little child has, that they're going to get presents on Christmas morning. I have that same faith that all of whatever I've got going on is going to work out beautifully. And then it does. So that's discipline and innocence to receive the blessings that are yours manifold. And recognizing that you have a never-ending fountain of that within you to heal all hurt from the past. Right? So today's a very beautiful day. So have a wonderful one. I'm off tomorrow. We are all off tomorrow. And we'll see you on Tuesday. Until then, blessed be.